Good
All
morning.
right, perfect. We got it. Good morning. I'd like to welcome everybody to this week's Community Connection. I'm Dr. Josh with Well Chiropractic. I'm a pediatric prenatal chiropractor, and my goal here is really to be a resource in for our community, for other like-minded businesses and providers. And I do that through these weekly community connections, so we can learn more about what our community has to offer. So I would like to introduce, we have Lisa Hood here with Kheyleve Naturals. She is originally from Florida, and somehow she made it up here to Alaska. But you've been here for 25 years. So,
Correct.
so consider you be Alaskan, for sure. You have 2 daughters and 2 grandchildren,
Hmm?
and you're an RN, and
Right?
you kind of got into this skincare business, but here shortly I'll let you kind of elaborate on that. So
Okay.
welcome,
Thanks.
and thank you for being here. So like most of my patients, when they come into my office, before we do adjustments, they lay on my table. We always start out with some good vibes. And so I always ask them to tell me something good before we get started. So tell me something good, Lisa.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's summer in Alaska, right?
It is.
That's a good thing, right? Even
It,
though the
it,
weather doesn't really tell us that it's summer yet.
yeah,
Um,
we're getting there.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
close. It's close. We had a good weekend.
yeah.
So, well, sort of. So, Kheyleve Kheyleve Naturals. So tell me exactly what that is and what you kind of provide our community.
Okay. Well, Kheyleve Naturals was basically started because my husband, when he came back from Desert Storm, had a lot of skin issues. And
Hmm.
so I was doing research trying to figure out how I could possibly help him not add to the toxic load on his skin. And in the process of that, that's where I got into the organic skincare. Um, it was extremely popular with our friends and our family, and that's sort of how a business was born. But the main
Okay.
thing that I wanted to do was create something that was totally organic, that did not even need necessarily a lot of preservatives or that kind of thing. And so the kind of the cornerstone for our business is tallow from grass-fed cows.
Okay.
So meaning that we don't we don't use anything that would be from a feedlot. There's no antibiotics. There's nothing within that animal that would, as we're rendering that tallow, that would be something we wouldn't want to use on our skin. And so it's high in vitamin A, D, E, and K. And we kind
Yep.
of call it vintage skincare for a modern world because this is
Okay.
actually what people used hundreds of years ago for their skin. And it actually worked really well up until the time that people decided that we needed to chemically create something similar to tallow. So,
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So I mean, you kind of already told me, how you chose this path, right, to help your
right,
husband out. And obviously it worked. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here today
exactly.
with that. Um, so what is your everyday, like your why? I know you're an RN as well, but
Hmm.
this is kind of, I can tell this is your passion. Um,
Right.
so what is your why to get out there and let everybody know about Kheyleve?
I think the one thing that really keeps me going is, it's healed my husband's skin. It healed my daughter's skin. She had cystic acne as her dad did. Totally healed her skin. But, we sell all over the US and I get emails every day telling me that this has literally changed their lives. And when you have a product that literally changes people's lives, it really fuels your passion.
Yeah, no, I understand that totally. We're in the same business of changing
Right,
lives, and it's so good to get those calls and kind of reaffirming, even though we know, right? But
right.
it's just always good to hear that. Um,
Absolutely.
so it's skincare. So who is your ideal, like, perfect, client that you want to work with or customer?
Um, we have everyone from people with kids up until, they're in their 80s. So I would say that my ideal client would be someone who really appreciates the fact that we make handcrafted skincare that does not use any artificial or chemical ingredients whatsoever, especially those people who have had some problems with either eczema or something like that, and they just really are
Hmm.
struggling with what to put on their skin, what's not going to irritate it any further. And those people who, have tried everything and it still hasn't worked for them.
Yeah. Okay. So someone wants to kind of go more a natural way, not more
Right.
natural, a natural way that's had some type of, skin issues.
Sure.
Oh,
And
okay.
people who just like the fact that they don't want to, they want something a little bit better for their skin as they're starting to age and they start to realize, hey, I need to take a little bit better care of my skin.
Okay. You mentioned it's the basis of your products is tallow. Can you just let everybody know exactly kind of what that is, just quickly?
It's beef fat.
Okay.
So for years, we have always used, as a country, we used a lot of animal products on our skin. That's
Hmm.
how they healed burns. That's sort of how they, took care of their skin because it forms a protective layer. And it's actually within the skin as close as you can get to collagen in a natural environment. It's sort of like superfood for your skin.
Okay. All right. Great. So you mentioned also pretty much anybody, right? Kids all the way up to old. What do you have certain kind of products for, kids and toddlers, babies?
We do. So when we were making our body butter, we really wanted something that, we all have essential oils and those are all great. But if you have a skin condition or you're a child, you don't want to put an addition for them to have to deal with within their skin or within their bodies. So we actually created a line that uses the tallow and just butters. There are no essential oils within it. So, and it doesn't have any preservatives in it. So if you're targeting a baby
Hmm.
and they act, they think it smells good and they put some in their mouth, you don't have to go and call poison control. It's
Sure. Yeah.
perfectly safe. It's all natural ingredients. So that's what we really worked for. So we have a body butter. We have something called Just Cheeky, which is great for little faces that go out, during the winter and they get dry and red and that kind of thing. So it protects their skin as they're going out or if they've gotten windburned. And then we
Okay.
also have something called Just Lippy, and it's actually something that you can use on your lips. You can use it on your baby's lips, and again, it doesn't have anything in it that as they're licking their lips and that kind of thing. There's no chemicals.
Okay. Um, yeah, I used, I don't know which one, the little pink tube.
Uh huh.
I don't know, sure which one's that called, but I use that on my daughter's like diaper rash and things like that. It worked great.
Oh,
So,
awesome.
yeah, so that's good stuff. Um, so a lot of skin care products out there, they all say they're natural and all this. So obviously, the big difference with you is very limited ingredients, no preservatives,
Exactly.
and it's about as natural as you can be.
Exactly.
That's, okay, awesome. So let's see, what else was I going to ask you? Um, so first off, just let everybody know, I guess, the best way to contact you, because I know a lot of people are going to be interested in this. Because for me, it was totally new. I mean, I know, like you said, I know back in the day, we kind of use this animal products and things, but
Sure.
um, I don't know, this was just totally new to me. Maybe others know more about it, but so what's a good way to contact you, to reach out and get some more information about this?
Well, you can always go to our website, which is Kheyleve, KHEYLEVE.com, and that'll take you
Okay.
to our website. Um, we also are on Facebook,
Okay.
again under Kheyleve. Or you could, if you have a question, you can always email us, and it's kheyleve@gmail.com. So that's KHEYLEVE@gmail.com.
Okay. Great. Yeah. So I already have a handful of patients that I know can use this stuff as well, along with my wife. Um, but so like, I do this community connection every week. And so we're always looking for other providers or professionals to bring on. And so do you have anybody at the top of mind that you you think everybody needs to learn about? And
Oh gosh, there's so many great people here in our community. And I know that there's a couple of other pediatric chiropractors at Well. I know there's one in Anchorage. And I just have to say that as a pediatric chiropractor, I really appreciate what you guys do starting at infancy,
mm-hmm.
bringing people into good health at such a young age. I think that's so amazing. I know that chiropractic for me has been such a huge deal for me in healing some of the issues that I've had over the years. So, and I appreciate the fact that kids can do that starting in infancy now. So I think that's so
Exactly.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty much wrapping it up here. Like I said, a lot of great information. We're going to share this on all our Facebook pages. Make sure to, like it, tag somebody in it that you think that, somebody that can benefit from this, or that you think
Absolutely.
may just be interested in it, and, help us share this and get the word out. And then also want to give everybody a heads up for next week. We are going to have Katie Rem she's a life coach, and she's here locally, but she works all over as well. But we're going to have her on next week, and so I'm excited for that. And again, Lisa, thank you very much for
Thank
letting
you.
everybody know what you do. And until next time, everybody, be well.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye.